Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I'm trying to get everything set up on my end. I have to get the camera set up. Hopefully everything looks good. Yeah, it's at an interesting angle because I don't really have that much desk space. So yeah, I'm trying to navigate how to actually get it on there right and make sure that it fits on the desk. So part of my head is gonna look like it's cut off for now until I can get a good angle. I got that photo up. Alright, we're good now. So, yes, today I will be reacting to the new Tyler the Creator album, Don't Tap the Glass. I haven't done one of these in a minute, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. But it's honestly such a crazy surprise to me that he decided to drop this just on a random Monday. Like, I know he's been marketing it recently, like on his Instagram and stuff, but it's still crazy to see that. I mean, given that Chromacopia only dropped in what, like August or September, it hasn't been that long. And usually he'll have the 2 year cycle. I guess the exception was when he had the before Chromacopia it was 3 years if you count from Call Me If You Get Lost up until Chromacopia it was 3 years. So I know the estate sale was in between that, but I mean it was just a deluxe. So it was a deviation from his usual pattern of dropping. Let me move the chat box. I just realized it's where the webcam is. Look, I might just put myself in the middle. Yeah, I'll just put myself in the middle. Or as close to the middle as I can. But yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to this. One of my friends told me that it was a 6.5 out of 10, which I'm like, ooh. But I don't know. I'm honestly interested in what he has here because it's such a fast turnaround. Probably isn't gonna be as much of a concept album. Probably just like could be like leftovers or something. So I guess we'll see. But I'm just gonna start off going into the first song, Big Poe. Besides that, I haven't really heard much about the album, so just going in as fresh as I can. Okay. Kind of sound like video game music. Okay. Let me turn it up a little bit. Low key, can't hear it. Okay. I see what we going for here. Hmm. Okay. I saw. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. I should have talked about the album cover because the album cover is crazy. It kind of reminds me of Rodeo by Travis Scott, like the action figure on the cover. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that. It's dope. I don't trust white people with dreadlocks. Yeah, that's pretty valid. Your fan is 10 times louder than the music. Hold on, bro. It's because okay. I'm gonna explain my situation, right? So my setup is right in front of my water heater, and right now it's tweaking. So like I don't know, or it's not tweaking, but it's going. And so since I'm right in front of it, it might pick up some of it. Let me see what I can do. I could low key move the mic or turn down the gain. Let me see if I can do that. Cause I don't know if this will mess it up though. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm streaming from my room and like I have to put my setup in front of the water heater because like there's really no other space. It's a small bedroom, so like nah twin, I just want you to turn up the volume. Okay, I'll gas it up. Tell me if that's better. Mm. 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 It's still the same. Okay, I'll turn up the desktop audio. It should be louder now. I might have to turn it down some more. Okay, I had muted my mic for a second. Okay, first song, I ain't gonna lie. The first song was low key having me moving. That's a good song to start off with. I can see this as more like a like from what I'm getting so far, it's kind of more like a banger album. It's not like a introspective or like conceptual album like his other ones have been. So honestly, I think that's fine. Like I'm fine with the banger album right now. To be honest, it's still the same. Okay. I just turned up the desktop audio on Streamlabs, so hopefully it should be better. I know the fan is loud, or not the fan, but the water heater is loud, which honestly I don't know how to fix. I know it just takes some time and it'll automatically turn off. That's one thing I hate about having my setup right here is because it can get loud as hell sometimes. Like when I'm trying to record, so I'll literally have to wait to record just because my setup's right in front of it. So yeah, my next place it won't be like this though. Thankfully, I won't have to have my setup in front of the freaking water heater. But yeah, I like the first song. I ain't gonna lie. I like what we got going so far. I'm interested to see what else is on here. But song two, Sugar on My Tongue. Interesting name. Okay. Yo, what's good, Jocelyn? Album fire. I'm feeling it so far. I'm only on the second song. So is this like more of a Because what I'm getting at right now is that this is more of a like club anthem album, which I was saying is like more of a banger album. That's what I'm getting at so far, at least. And I don't think Tyler has never really made an album like that. Like going back to his older albums, it was more like the darker stuff. And then like Flower Boy was more conceptual. But yeah, I don't think he's made an album quite like this. So that's interesting to me. It's meant to be an album purely to dance to. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, one of my closest friends, she said it was a 6.5 out of 10, but she's into more of the conceptual stuff, so that's probably why. I'm fine with a mix of both. Oh, the fan is off. Bless up. Okay, wait, hold on, let me pause real quick. Yeah, the fan is finally, or the water heater's off. I keep saying the fan. The water heater is off. Bless up. So I can just leave my mic on, maybe turn it down a tiny bit. Okay, so yeah, that song was pretty good. I think Big Po is better though, but I think that was kind of like a early 2000s club banger. That's what it reminded me of, to be honest. But yeah, so far so good. We're only a couple of songs in, so things could change, but I like where we're going so far. We got song 3, Sucker Free. It's a little loud. Now the music's loud? Okay. Alright, tell me if that's good. Also, welcome in, cool boy. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone that's in here is having a good day, to be honest. Fire song. Okay. My ears are gonna pass away. It's like ear rape is crazy. Okay, I'll turn it down. Is that better? Yeah, he's trolling. It is quiet. Dude, okay. Like, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I'm leaving it there. Unless more people are saying it's quiet. I think that's valid. What's up, guys? Yo, what's up, Stash? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, man. Just chilling. Just got a few songs into it. Okay. No, it's actually really loud, deadass. Oh my goodness, bro. Alright. If it's loud, type a 1 in the chat. If it's quiet, type a 2. If it's perfectly fine, type a 3. Why do you have the music so loud? Okay, multiple people are saying the music's loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Oh my goodness. Yo, it's so loud. Okay. What's up, Paul? Hope you're doing good. Thank y'all for telling me. Is this better? 9. 1. 1. Okay, okay. 2. Okay. I see 1, 2, and 2 ones. Alright. This should be good, right? Let me make sure that this is good before I continue. Why are you black? Honestly, that's a good question, you know. I don't know. I guess the powers to be just spawned me in as melanated guy, so I guess that's a good answer to that question. Thank you for asking, by the way. But can y'all actually hear the music? Is the music good? Is it too loud? Or like, I'm gonna start playing it, and just let me know. Question of the year: why are you black? I don't know, man. Okay. Don't forget to tell me if it's too loud. Okay. How do your ears not hurt? It's quieter for me. Literally on everything is quiet. Bruh, y'all better not be trolling, man. Because it's kind of quiet for me. Like, if it's kind of quiet for me and I have the audio at negative 40 decibels, it's so loud. Anyone else? Yo, what's up, BattleBit? Hope you're having a good day. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. This the last time I'm turning it down. Because part of me feels like y'all are trolling, bro. Like, I have it at half on here and I have it at negative 42 on here. Like, my mic is much louder than the desktop audio. Y'all are trolling. To some extent. I put it on, God, it's quiet. Yeah, like, y'all need to, hey, like Soldier Boy said, tear y'all speakers down. If you know, you know, man. I'm just gonna restart the song at this. Well, it was almost over actually, so shit, I'll just leave it there. Negative 42? Yeah, like it's low as hell. Well, not negative. Why does it? No, it is negative. Yeah, on here it says negative. Alright, I'll leave it here. Okay, I'm guessing this is a continuation from the last song, because that last song was really short. I was basically an interlude. Okay, that's a, hold on, that's a bar. Okay. Damn. Oh, God. Damn, what the kids do? Ta 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 ta. on, hold on, hold on. What did he say? Okay, I thought I heard him say something else. Ooh, the stereo. Okay. We're like what? Yeah, 5 songs in. I forget. Yeah, this is a pretty short album. It seems like. But okay. So far, I'm enjoying it. Like, yeah, the lyrics aren't crazy, but I'm fine with that. To be honest, like sometimes I'm like, okay, I want more like introspective music, or like I want it to have some lyrical, merit to it. But in this instance, I'm like, okay, well, he already released an album earlier this year that had that, so I'm like, I'm fine with this just being just a fun album. There's nothing wrong with that. I am enjoying it so far, though, for sure. I will say, like, comparatively to the Chromacopia, like, it's kind of hard to compare albums because they're two completely different albums. So to say, like, yeah, Chromacopia is better than this album, I mean, so far, yeah, but, like, they're different albums, so I don't know. I don't know if a fair comparison can be made, to be honest, now that I'm hearing it. But we got song 6, Ring Ring Ring. Okay, it got louder. I'm gonna have to re-listen to really get the lyrics. It's booming though, like the instrumentals. I mean, Tyler always been good with the instrumentals though. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I like that. I like that. I like the layers here. I miss yo the Epps. Oh shoot, I forgot to charge the camera. It should be fully charged though. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I like this chorus a lot. This might be one of my favorite choruses from the album so far. Man, the songs ain't like this or rest of the album. I might have to get up and start drinking. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. That might be my favorite from the album so far. I think it was fun. Might be my favorite from the album so far. I just really like the chorus, all the different instruments. I know there's a piano in there too, and then I call it the Daft Punk vocalizer, the robotic sound, like the robotic voice. I like that too. Kind of reminds me of either reminds me of Daft Punk and it reminds me of Workout Plan by Kanye off of College Dropout. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good song for sure. Um, let's see. So far, yeah, we're on song 7. I'd say it's between that, like for my favorite so far, it's between Ring 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 and Big Pop. But you know, I'm enjoying this so far for sure. But we have, I guess this would be what, song 7? Yeah. Song 7, Don't Tap That Glass slash Tweaking. Double feature. Sound like Splatoon. mm. Mm. That's crazy because like one thing I'm really wondering right now as I listen to this album is how the hell did he get this album done so fast while he's been on tour and stuff? Like I know it's not a crazy album in terms of like lyricism and the instrumentals, but still like how does bro like these like it's making me wonder were these leftovers, but why would you market an album so hard that got leftovers? I don't know. It's interesting to me for sure. I don't know. His ass has been locked in like crazy. Mm. 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 Oh my god. Dude, there's no way. This whole time was it picking up my camera audio? That's crazy if it was. There's no shot. I just checked and it said the camera was picking up audio. It should not have been picking up audio from the camera. It probably was though. Damn. How the hell did I not notice that until now? That's crazy. Mm. I can't do anything about it now though. This kind of reminds me of his old instrumentals, to be honest. Like a few of them, like Jamba. He say he going for the whole team. Ah, that's funny as hell. They're on me like, hey, hey. That's pretty good. I feel like I keep saying that, but I mean, I like the Michael Jackson reference. The he. That's hilarious. Yeah. I'm trying to think which part of that song I liked more. I like both of them though. I think "Don't Tap That Glass" has some lines in there too that I liked. I think they were both good. I wish "Tweaking" was lucky a little longer. I feel like it was short because they got the short end of the double feature. But I like both of them for sure. Dang, we almost done already. All right, we got song 8. Don't you worry, baby. So we're nearing the end of the album. Okay, we're starting off with the Super Nintendo beat. Okay. Okay. How do you only have 2 viewers? I don't know. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. You know, if people want to watch, I invite them in to watch. If they don't, then it is what it is. If you're here, I appreciate it. If not, then that's cool too. I'm just chilling. But Cheesewell, I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for stopping in. I'm feeling this one, I ain't gonna lie. Mm. You're welcome and thank you, of course. Of course, of course. I hope the music isn't too loud, because I've had a problem with that earlier. I'm trying to think of the songs I'm gonna save to my playlist because there's a few on here I like. Are you new listening to Tyler? Nah, I've been listening to Tyler since I guess Flower Boy, so 2017. But I heard some of his music before that. Yeah, I've been listening to Tyler for a minute. The first Tyler song I ever heard though was Yonkers, I think. Cause it was in Saints Row 3. That was the first time I ever heard Tyler actually, I think. In Saints Row 3 because it had Yonkers on one of the radios. I'm trying to remember what radio it was actually. It's been a minute since I played that game. Like actually played it all the way through. It's probably been at least like 8+ years, something like that. Yeah, I've been listening to him since Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost is pretty good. Do I like Frank Ocean? Um, my Frank Ocean take is interesting because like I haven't really listened to Frank Ocean's music, but I don't know his personality or like how he treats his fans. Sometimes it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, I understand, like, he was going through stuff, and, like, I understand that his, like, I understand his brother had passed a few years ago, right? Or in 2020. It was I think it was in 2020. But, yeah, I know his brother passed and stuff, and, you know, I feel for him, and I'm sorry for his loss. But, yeah, like, sometimes the way he treats his fans, it just puts me off. Like with the Coachella stuff. Like, if you're paid to come do this show, or if you're like, if people are paying to come see you, you know, the least you could do is actually, you know, show up and, you know, just perform. But if you're not feeling it, then just, you know, don't take it. You feel me? Like, ain't nothing wrong if you just be like, okay, I'm not feeling it, you know, I'm going through stuff. It was 2019. I thought it was 2020. Appreciate the correction. But yeah, like, if you're going through stuff, that's perfectly fine, you feel me? But if you can't perform, then don't say you're gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? Like, or don't show up and then, you know, half do it, and, you know, not like cheat people out of that experience, but in a way, kinda, yeah. Like, you gotta show up, or just say, no, I can't do it. I'm not really in the right space right now. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And also, like, I know he hasn't dropped since Jesus took his first steps. So, yeah, it's been a while. Him and Rihanna. It's been since Jesus took his first steps. So, yeah, I don't. I do plan to listen to his music one day. Like, obviously, I've heard like features he's been in and stuff, and I do think that he's talented and has a really good voice. But wait, no, I'm corrected. It's 2020. Yeah, that's what I remember from like that one news clip I saw not too long ago. Thought it was 2019 though. Nah, tomato tomato. I feel like nowadays those years. Nah, no worries, no worries. I feel like nowadays 2019 and 2020 just start to mix together. So like, I understand for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think he's a good musician. I don't know. I'm kind of off put by how he treats his fans. I'm not saying you gotta like. Also, you know, Baby Keem is in this album. Did I already pass him? Because he doesn't say the features. I'm on I'll Take Care of You, so that's, yeah, I got this. I got 2 songs left. He has a single ad lib, of course. Yeah, I've noticed that there are a few features on here. I'm gonna have to go back and look through them after I'm done listening. But yeah, that's how I feel about Frank Ocean. I think he's good, but I need to actually dive into his discography. Yo, is that, how do I pronounce that? Is that Scaperin? Scaperin? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're near the end of the album. We just got to I'll Take Care of You, so we only got a couple of songs left. But yeah, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get used to this camera in the corner because I just got this camera. This camera's brand new. Okay. Melodic. I like it. Kind of sound like Zelda music, and that's a compliment, to be honest, because Zelda music be fire, like the Ocarina of Time. Okay. Okay, this is low key lifting my spirit up. I didn't expect this. Is it gonna drop? And I low-key thought Kendrick would be in this album. Part of me low-key did too. Okay. Someone told me him and Lola Young are in it. That's so tough. Yeah, you're right about pronunciation. What's good? Just chilling, man. Just listening to this album. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a pretty good album. Tyler said the feature list is fake. Yeah, seems like it. Yeah, feature list. Honestly, I'm glad. I like when people don't reveal their features until after the album drops. I like surprise features. I like your atmosphere and reactions. Thanks for streaming. Of course. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I don't stream a lot. Just because, let me pause this quick. I don't stream a lot just because, I work a decent amount and also, like, trying to, have time and, like, the space to myself can be kind of hard sometimes. And coming home in the evenings, I only have, like, a couple of hours or so. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to stream. But I do want to stream more. I'm gonna try to stream more reactions and stuff. But I appreciate the kind words. It means a lot. So yeah, if you're enjoying, feel free to sub, like the stream. To be honest, this album was worth having no sleep. I literally did not sleep. Listened to it right when it came out at 6 a.m. So yeah, oof, man, I was just waking up around that time, so I was like, I knew I was probably going to stream my reaction to it, so I was just like, I'll wait to listen to it when I get home. Because I said earlier, one of my friends, she had listened to it, and she thought it was a 6.5 out of 10. But like her rating standards, because she listens to a lot of music, her rating standards, I'll say that they're strict or they're high, but she knows what's good and what's not good. You feel me? Like she has really good taste. So I was um I was like, okay, I'll take your word for it. I was like, a 6.5 is crazy, but I'll get back to you whenever I actually listen to it. Who is this dude? I don't know. Who is this dude? Who is this dude, Ruffles? You tell me. Thank you for checking in though into the stream. But yeah, my friend told me it was a 6.5, and I was like, there ain't no way, bruh. Tyler album being a 6.5 in 2025 is crazy, bruh. So, I rate this album a 9. Interesting. I think it is a good album. I mean, considering that he just dropped, I think it's good. Is this Tyler's new album? Yes, it is. You're coming in basically at the end, because this song's almost over, and then I have one more. But if you want to check in on the VOD, it should be up immediately after this. Yes, a 9. I mean, shoot. If we're talking about like bangers or like dancing songs, yeah, I could see that being valid. I could see that being a valid rating. If we're talking about that, if we're talking about it as a piece of work entirely, like as an artistic piece of work, I wouldn't say a 9, but if we're talking for like dancing, like club music and stuff like that, I could see it being a 9 for sure. I can see that. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. But let's finish this one off real quick. So far it's my favorite song. It might be Ring 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 or Big Post, between those two. But I like this song too though. There's not much of Tyler on here though. This is mostly just like samples coming together with some vocals. What was your favorite song, Cheeseball? I like Don't Tap That Glass. Yeah, that was a good double feature. I like that song too. Okay. Damn, we already at the end, bruh. I know this wasn't a long album. I think it was only like, what, a 30-minute album? 31 minutes. I think that's what I saw earlier on Apple Music. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with shorter albums because I feel like nowadays I enjoy shorter, um, cohesive albums than like I saw when Playboy Cardi dropped music earlier this year. 30 songs? 30 songs? Like I feel like it gets to a point where it's like, all right, this might be a little bloated. Like I'm fine with a good 30 to 40-minute album. I mean, this album, like this, wouldn't match Chromacopia and Igor and stuff, but considering how short it is and the short weight is good, that's what I was saying. Like, if we're going off of that, I can see why someone would say this is a good album or this is a great album. That's why I was like, it's kind of like you can't really compare it to those two because those are two completely different albums. Like, those are more conceptual albums than this one. Like, this one clearly is just like, all right, well, just wanted to drop something for the people, just like some bangers, some fun music, like some fun tracks to listen to. So that's why I was taking it as like I'm not really uh I'm not really gonna grade it harshly because like there's no need to. Like it's definitely good and listenable music. There is some replayability to it for sure. I got a feeling this album ain't Tyler's usual stuff. It's something more experimental and more interesting that he's ever released. What album would you compare it to? Honestly, none of them in his discography. Yeah, actually, I believe this is a mixtape, but I don't know. I've seen people say it's an album. I've seen people say it's a mixtape. I can see it being a mixtape for sure because it's not a traditional Tyler album. Like it came out in how long has it been? It's been nearly a year since Chromacopia. So yeah, it's only like what a 10-month turnaround. So yeah, I could see this being more of a mixtape. I was honestly surprised that this was coming out because I thought when he had first posted the like the trumpet on his Instagram, I thought it was just going to be the music video for Sticky off Chromacopia, but I don't know. He threw us for a loop and was like, actually, here's a new album, and we're all like, dog, aren't you on tour? He's like, you know what? It don't matter. Here you go. And I'm like, shit, I'll take it for sure. You know, I'll never pass up on a new Tyler album. But yeah, I could see it being more of a mixtape for sure. But we made it to the end. Tell me what it is. I'll restart it real quick. And plus, I actually think some of these songs are songs that got scrapped off of Comedy If You Get Lost. Because I mean, to be honest, it does sound like that. I can see that. I need to actually go back and listen to Call Me If You Get Lost again. It's been like the last time I listened to it was when it had dropped, and I didn't even listen to all of the estate sale. So yeah, I need to go back and take that listen for sure. But yeah, we're gonna finish off with "Tell Me What It Is." Let's see how he closes this album out. Okay, it's already booming. I feel like I have a good comparison for this album. I'll say it after that. Okay. Mm, mm, okay. It's like he went from like the club music to like lifting up for the second half. Oh, we on the keys now. Hell yeah. Yeah, to be honest, some songs sound like Homie Can Get Lost songs and others sound like Cherry Bomb type songs. Yeah. Cherry Bomb. Honestly, I don't even know. I've I've never even listened to all of Cherry Bomb if I'm being honest. I need to though. I know that. I've heard mixed things about it though. Why can't I fall in love? That's real. That's a good question.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. Maybe next time you could stay longer. The glass was not tapped. Thank you. Until next time.
Maybe we get an exit too. Okay. Let me go back. I ain't gonna lie. That was interesting to end off on until next time. And like the robotic voice. It kind of reminds me of the like there's clearly some video game influence, like some retro video game influence on this album, which I appreciate a lot cuz I'm a sucker for video game music. This is like the second best outro song on his out of his discography. Is that what you're saying, or am I reaching? In my opinion, it's like the second best outro song. If you're saying out of his discography, I'm like, I don't know. I have to really go. I have to really dive into his discography. Yeah. Interesting. Let me go through his stuff real quick. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me go back to going all the way. I gave my life not for honor. Yo, welcome in. I'm just gonna call you Kazu because is it Kazuyura? But for you, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, please let me know. But welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Snake Eater. Oh goodness. Are we got a Metal Gear Solid? But I gotta say, Are We Still Friends is the best outro song. Honestly, that's valid. I think that's a valid take. I hope you find your way home. I thought it was decent off of Chromacopia. Are We Still Friends? Dude, honestly, Igor as a whole is just so like I need to go back and give it another listen, but there's just so many bangers on this album. Like it's crazy. Yeah, like Igor's theme, Earthquake, obviously Running Out of Time, New Magic Wand, A Boy Is a Gun, Puppet, Gone Gone. Are We Still Friends? Like literally top to bottom is straight slappers. So like I don't what is going on? Ganger, are you straight? Ganger, are you good in the chat? Anyways, yeah, like Igor has hella bangers. I'm trying to look at his other closing tracks. That might be a good argument because I'm looking at his other ones and I'm like, I don't know. Lone, I thought Lone was pretty solid off of Wolf. Yeah, I could see that being a good argument. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to those outros. Snake Eater, bro. We're in Metal Gear Solid right now. But yeah, that's That's Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler the Creator. Honestly, as of now, if we're going off of like, if we're going off like a quick turnaround, and it was more of like a dance, like if we're going off a quick turnaround, like ranking it as like a club or like dance album, I could give it an 8 or 8.5 for sure. If we're ranking off that, if we're ranking it as a general album, I feel like a 7 would be valid. But if we're going off of like the dance and club aspect, I give it like an 8 or 8.5 for sure. For sure. Especially since, yeah, I mean, the quick turnaround is impressive. So I think that would be valid. There could be some of these songs could have been throwaways from other albums though. That is a possibility. Um let's see. Yeah, the album I wanted to compare it to, I feel like there could be some comparisons between this album and GNX, Kendrick's last album. Because I feel like the same thing with Kendrick, like, even though I thought GNX was a really good album and I thought it was album of the, like, it was one of the best albums of last year, I still think that there could have been, like, I still feel like it wasn't his actual album, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he has something else coming. I can low-key see this in Comedy to Get Lost being played at dances and clubs. Yeah, for sure. I feel like that was mostly the purpose of this album. Like, don't tap the glass. Like, you're just, yeah, you're just having a good time. But yeah, I feel like this album is kind of comparable to GNX in the sense of like, there's bangers. Like, it's more like a banger album. Uh, but like, it was a quick, like, you can tell that it was made pretty quickly. Like with GNX, I feel like a good portion of GNX was made in like the few months leading up to its release, but it was still really good, which is, I mean, that's just Kendrick for you. But yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good album for sure. I'm trying to think about what else to say. I feel like, the quick marketing, the quick release, yeah, for how fast it came out is honestly, yeah, it's honestly good for sure. But yeah, I think I'll end on that note. For everyone that came in here, Cheeseball, I know you've been in here. I appreciate it. Sapper, if you're still in here, thank you. Even you, Kazu, thank you for coming in. I appreciate everyone that came through. It means a lot to me. I'm trying to think about my next reaction, because I do want to do more reaction streams. It's just like I'm trying to think about like what albums I do want to listen to, because I don't really know what's coming out anytime soon. I need to keep looking. I need to keep looking. United States, Canada, Mexico. Yeah, I need to look into more albums to listen to. Even go back to older ones. I need to do that. But yeah, for everyone that came through, I appreciate it. Feel free to like the stream. Feel free to subscribe. And just let me know if you want more streams like this, and I'll bring it to you for sure. I'm always trying to give it to the people. So just let me know what y'all want. Yes, thank you, Cheeseball. Take care of yourself as well. And everyone else watching, thank you for coming through. Hope y'all have a great night.